I took the handle, then I saw it all. Bust in the bank, get me famous before I knock it off. I'm on the train, get full of gang, ready to break the law.
Let's crack this bad boy open. Oh, what's going on, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Hope all you guys are doing well today. We're filming this a few days after Christmas, but it's probably going to be coming out after New Year. So to everyone watching, Happy New Year to you guys. Hope you all had a good Christmas holiday, or just happy holidays if you don't celebrate Christmas. I spent the week down in Belize, where I'm from originally. If you guys don't know, that's where I grew up and then moved to the US about 10 years ago to go to college. So I was down there for about 5 days with my family, and the main thing I was doing, man, was bonding with my little bro. He's 13 years old right now. Took him to the gym for the first time when I was down there. So we did a shoulder and arm workout, which he really liked. And then we did legs, which he didn't like as much because, I mean, you guys see the way I trim my legs. It was his first ever leg day, and he did it with me. So you know the kid was cooked. But it's just really good to be able to share something I'm passionate about with my little bro. He loves fitness. He spends so much time watching it on YouTube, watches all my videos too. So it was like a really rewarding time for me to be able to go there and share that passion for fitness in the gym with my little brother. And hopefully he can grow up to be a stud. I mean, the kid's already got bicep veins and shoulder veins, so it's probably going to be coming pretty soon for him. Strong as hell too, weirdly strong for a 13-year-old. Few other updates for you guys. So starting prep next week, or maybe the week after is probably the better time to start. I still don't have a coach locked down. I've been talking to a few people, trying to decide who's gonna be the best for me. What I'm looking for in a coach is someone who has attention to detail, isn't trying to coach like 200 clients at the same time, someone who's gonna be investing in me the same way I'm investing in myself, and just someone who knows their shit, really. I want a coach who's also gonna be able to help me with posing. For men's physique, I'm pretty sure I have it down, but classic needs a lot of work, so someone who's familiar with classic physique, how to show off my physique the right way for that division is something I'm looking for too. And then somebody who's gonna be there and who's gonna show up. I want my knee coach to be with me there in the trenches on show day to make sure that we put the best package possible and make a solid run at a pro card. So today we're doing back. I have a few different back workouts that I rotate through, but this is the one that I think is the most complete. If you wanna build a wider, denser back, this is gonna have all your bases covered. And we might throw in some arms at the end there too, because I skipped arms this week, making up for some workouts I missed while I was back home. But yeah, with all that said, let's get to it, fam. All right, so back in the weight room section now at Fit For You Gym. Shout out Steve, gym owner, one of the coolest gym owners we have in the city. We're starting the back workout with lat pull downs. It's how I started probably 80% of my back workouts. One, it's a really key lat focus movement, pulling through the frontal plane. But also, I just like starting with this because I feel like it gets my lats warmed up really good before my rowing movements. Look, if I start with a row, it takes a lot more sets to really get myself warmed up. So the first set's gonna be anywhere between 15 and 20 reps just to get a good feel for the movement. And then after that, I'll do 2 working sets to failure. And then from there, go into our own movements for the day, which will be pretty much the big bulk of what this workout's gonna consist of. But let's get into it. Heavy reps. That's a partials.
I'm moving quick, I step in now. I've been questioning, is the money or the love now? All my people's pockets up, give a fuck now. Running to the bar, making money, taking on me. Nice like this, I'm in the shawty just to call me. Know we've been about it since the jump now. And you know we've been about it, only one now.
All right, you saw at the end of that last set, we did some partial reps too. Very important thing to do at every lat pull down. There's been a lot of debate and research around lengthened partials. If you follow Jeff Nippert, he talks about this shit all the time. But I thought or found that for back day, when you're training closer to failure and you're having a hard time getting through the full range of motion on your pull downs, just doing 2 to 3 partials at the end, man, that's gonna really up the intensity of your set, get you closer to failure, and have a more stimulative set in that exercise. So now we're moving on to some single arm plate loaded rows. No warm up, going straight into it, gonna load up, basically max out the machines. We're gonna do 5 plates on this. Sorry, do you think, bro? That's 5. So we're gonna start this using the narrow handles. So pulling narrow with your arm close to your body, that's gonna primarily work your middle lats to build a lot of back thickness. If you're going wide, which we'll do afterwards, that's gonna work most of your upper back. So I'm gonna do these single arm, mainly because I do have a lat imbalance I'm trying to balance out. If you wanna even out any muscle imbalances, whether it's from strength or just muscle size, you first want to focus on doing unilateral movements. We can focus on one side at a time. For me, my left lat's a little bit less felt than my right lat, so I'm going to start this by using my left arm so that I can put the full focus of my energy and attention on my left side, which is the part that I need to be developing. You do a set to failure with your weaker side, and then for stronger side, After you finish the first set, you're just gonna do the same number of reps, whether you feel failure or not. Over time, training it that way will cause the stronger side or the weaker side to catch up to the stronger side, because that side is getting the most stimulus from your unilateral set, essentially. So on this, we're gonna start off with my left arm, gonna do a set of 8 to 10, and then after that, take a quick rest, and then do 8 to 10 with my right arm, even if I don't go to failure from that first set. Let's get into it.
So good for my profession. I celebrate that act, no question. I'm blessed to eat that ass with the pleasure. Y'all came to second, we just came for the seconds. Y'all top five, they dumb, nigga looking on thumbs. It's easy, some of this shit down. I tell you, mama, with the way that I go crazy. But some niggas much different. Full custody, y'all fuck with me. You ain't gotta fuck with me. Just don't fuck with me. Don't trust in me. They can't fuck with me if you got love.
All right, so damn, I'm out of breath. All right, so we just did single arm rows, like I said before, to get our middle lats. And we're gonna work our upper back with the wide grip row. So everyone know the difference. If you wanna work middle lats, you're gonna grab narrow. If you wanna work your upper back, you're gonna grab the machine wide. Big distinction between the two. I've been doing these lately, actually, instead of sitting down on the seat and pulling, I've just been standing up. And wouldn't think that would make much of a difference. But since I've been doing it that way, I just feel the contraction so much better on my back. So depends on your height and the machine, but if you haven't tried it standing up, I definitely would recommend it. So we're gonna do 3 sets of this. I would say 8 to 10 reps is gonna be what we're shooting for, but again, we're just training to failure. I don't really focus so much on the rep range. I just make sure I'm going as heavy as possible, going as hard as possible. I make sure I'm getting as close to failure as I know I can on each and every set. Intensity is everything, fam. All right, coming to the end of the workout, thank God, I'm already cooked. We only got a few sets left to go. We're gonna be doing some low rows. Now this machine, this exercise, primarily targets the traps and the rhomboids. And to make sure that we're even more focused on those muscle groups, you wanna make sure you're retracting your scapula, or basically when you're pulling the weight up, you're gonna be squeezing your shoulder blades hard. It's basically like a shrug, except you're kinda rotated forward or leaning forward to get not only your upper traps, but also your mid traps, and then those rhomboids as well. So the best way to do this, if you don't have this machine, you can just lean over an incline bench with dumbbells and do the row this way. Just make sure your arm path is coming from a low angle up to a high angle. So you don't want to have your arms too much in front of you parallel to the floor. We're gonna start off at an angle and squeeze your shoulder blades hard as you pull the weight back and up, or pull your arms back and up, I should say. So 8 to 10 reps of this, 2 sets like we've been doing for every exercise today. And then I'm moving on from this into our final exercise for back. So let's get it. Once I get a full stretch, when I'm coming down, stretch out those traps as much as you can. Squeeze them hard together. So now we're gonna finish up with some single arm lat pull downs. So I just went to my bag to grab these pair of grips. These are angle 90s. You can get them either on Amazon or from the website. They also have some knockoffs you can purchase as well if these are too expensive wherever you're shopping it from. But what these allow you to do is being able to pull using a neutral grip. Your lats have a lot more leverage when you can keep your elbow closer to your body in the sagittal plane from this position, and allows you to do that without having to put too much tension on your wrists and on your shoulders. It's a much more fluid, much more joint-friendly way of doing this exercise. So I pretty much always do my single arm lat pull-downs using these grips. You know, I'm a bit older now. When you're young, you don't really give a shit about your joints and stuff like that. But as I'm getting older, I know how important it is to take care of your body. Make sure you can do this for Man, it's a good time, but a long time. So we're only doing 2 sets of this again. It's been 2 sets of every exercise throughout the entire workout. I'm gonna do 8 to 10 reps and then try and spot myself, because I do have a free hand, to again, take the exercise as close to failure as we possibly can. One other point, we're gonna be leaning into the movement to get as deep of a stretch in our lats as possible. Now you spot yourself. Alrighty fam, so that was the workout. My back is absolutely cooked. I thought I'd come in and do some arms as well, but there's no shot. After that workout, my energy sapped. Better to save it for another day where I have more energy. But thank you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like and subscribe for more. Go to something like today. Love you fam. Peace.